grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gangbang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Do you like scary stories? Well, do you? Because guess what? You already know who it is and what it is. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG. You know it's me. And this is Wavy's World. Salute to the surfers. But I got a ghost story for you. Hoo-hoo. Word up, though. Word up. You feel me? I got a ghost story for you, and it's real. This is no... I sit back and think of a story to tell people like I'm out here being Steven Spielberg. Nah. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. I wish I could make it up because, man, some of the things I grew up seeing that wasn't a human being, crazy, you feel me? But anyway, this is going to be one of my little series too. I'll be telling my little story, you know what I'm saying? I'm through some little, you know what I'm saying? Because like I had a pretty interesting life, and seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing was like a major part of my situation, even to this day, you feel me? So, this is basically the story that's going to kick it off when like my very first like in my face situation that let me know I was not bugging. You know what I'm saying? And I would say I was about 8 years old when this happened. Yeah. I was like 8 years old when this happened. I had to think back to the year we moved into this certain house back in Newark, New Jersey, but up in the Ivy Hill. So there's a section of Newark, New Jersey called the Ivy Hill section, right? And this section of my city is like one of the very few sections where it's like that, like a suburb, a random suburb placed in the middle of a enormous city. Like that got so much going on, like everything from the good to bad going on. But in this one little pocket called Ivy Hill, it was like things happened, but it was very rare compared to the surrounding areas. So, my mother had bought a house. Now, mind you, I didn't spend all my time there because I spent most of my time down Seth Boarding, because that's where I went to school at, and I used my grandmother's address, so that's where I was at. But I would come home on the weekends, stuff like that. If I didn't want to stay down at my grandmother's house, you feel me? So this house, to this day, I don't even like to drive past this house because it's still there and everything. I don't know the family that live there now, what if they witnessed, or the family before, if they even witnessed any of the things that I witnessed while living there. But man, listen. So this house used to always hear like noises and things like that, and you know, houses make noises, they creak and stuff like that because different things just make the wood creak. You know what I'm saying? Expansion, you know what I'm saying? Coming back together, like just that movement made little creaks and stuff like that. But this right here wasn't just no creaks. I'm talking about, it used to be like the weirdest noises. Like it don't sound like the house. You know what I'm saying? This was like a regular occurrence, but it will only happen when it was either me in the house by myself, because my mother used to used to leave me in the house by myself because like that was regular. I know technically, all people be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have been left in the house at 8 years old." Trust me, I wasn't a regular. I ain't never been a regular kid. I always been mature, responsible for my age. So to this day, my mother never came home and something happened. Always has a ADT back, and this is the old ADT with the ugly pads. Ain't these touch screen alarm system pads like they got now. You feel me? So it was always secure. You feel me? All that type of stuff. But and we always kept pit bulls, rottweiler. So I was by myself, but I wasn't by myself. Like especially my dog Patches, my pit bull Patches. Yeah, she was gonna tear your ass up. You came in there acting all crazy. You want to? You came in acting all crazy. You want to? Patches was gonna rip some patches out your ass. That's a guaranteed figgity fact. You know what I'm saying? So I was by myself, but I wasn't. But anyway, the weird things will only happen when I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning, I wouldn't say nothing to my mother. You know what I'm saying? My stepfather, you feel me? I wouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? It would just always be, I felt like I had to chalk that up like, oh, if I say something, I used to like being by myself. That's the thing. Outside of the weirdness, I actually liked being in the crib by myself. Like, it was just fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it. So, I just think, like I said, when it used to get strange, then it'd be like, yo, um, I ain't liking this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't liking this. So it was like a love-hate situation when it came to being in the house solo. But anyway, things started when we first moved in. It wasn't nothing going on at first. Like it was always regular, like a regular day, regular night. The first thing that started happening in the house was my eyes would get watery randomly. It'd be like I could be walking, right? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Walking through the house and like I used to enter like a field or something, like a force field. So this force, like when it hit me, it don't be like a force field that would knock me back. It just like I would instantly feel like this slight sad feel out of nowhere. And my eyes would get watery instantly. Both of them would get watery, like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, which this happens to this day when I'm in certain places and stuff. And like I said, this became a regular part of my life, this type of stuff. But like I said, anyway, I was 8 years old, so this is the beginning of me experiencing these things. You know what I'm saying? So, it would be these force fields I walk in, no noise. The company would just, I was like, what? My eyes would get watering, like. So I would just keep going on. It would happen in random spots of the house. You know what I'm saying? And but not every day in the same spot. Not so I could walk through this area, won't happen. But then one time I'll walk and it'd be like I'll walk through something and that'll happen. So anyway, then it started to be like I would think I saw something move out of my peripheral vision. That started happening. And that still was like I remember not really paying that too much mind either because I look, won't see nothing, look, won't see or nothing. So then the sound started to accompany this. Mind you, everything I'm telling y'all as a graduate, the previous thing never stopped. This would just be the next add on to the situation. So now the sound will start happening. And all this would happen at nighttime though. I don't remember nothing ever happened during the day. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at nighttime, that's when things would happen. And like I said, when I'm in the house by myself, and well, it ain't start happening yet, but eventually it happened. Not when I'm by myself, but it would just happen when my mother and my stepfather would be asleep. You know what I'm saying? But at first, it wouldn't even do nothing. It would only do anything weird when I was by myself. So the noises started and everything, and it just be like a random just noise. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like sometimes it sound like a freaking whisper or somebody like psst, like like it's hard to explain. Like make that tone, but it'd be like this soft kind of tone, but it won't be no words or nothing. It just be a tone. You know what I'm saying? Like that started happening. You feel me? And your hears creaks sometimes, but the creaks won't sound like the roof creaks. It'll sound like how it would sound whenever we walked up our steps. Cause our steps, it was carpeted, everything, but I was wood underneath it. So the steps sometimes would have a little creak. You know what I'm saying? And that creak didn't sound like the roof. You would hear the roof too, when it, expanding and contracting, all that stuff. So it would be those type of sounds. And it'll happen like when I'm downstairs in the freaking living room watching the TV we had in the living room, for instance. It'll sound like the steps coming down because it got to a point where I knew each step tone type of deal. Like I could tell you coming from up to down or down to up. And it would sound like somebody was coming down the stairs. Like, yo, that used to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then it'd be like a knock would happen. It won't sound like a door knock, it just sound like a random, somebody just hit the wall. Like not a knock on the door, like just a knock on the wall. Like somebody knocking on it. You know what I'm saying? These are the random sounds that would happen. So now, fast forward. Through all of this, I never ever got a chance to ever see a being. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get that out of the way. It never escalated to that point of seeing an actual being, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all where it got crazy at. So we had an attic, a finished attic. Like it wasn't no attic that looked all skeleton with the beam. No, it was a finished attic with 2 bedrooms. Cause the house we was in was a pretty big house. I ain't gonna lie. It had a lot of rooms. It had like 1, 2, 4. It had like 6 rooms. Yeah, it had 6 rooms. We had a finished basement too. So that joint had 6 rooms in it. You know what I'm saying? Hella space, not that much of a yard, because up in North New Jersey where I'm from, a lot of houses don't have big yards. They're kind of close. You know what I'm saying? But the attic was finished, right? So I ended up moving to the attic because my little sister, she was born and she was getting a little older. So now mind you, I said it was 8 years old when it started, but it's not 8 years old when this climate happened. I was going through this for a while. I'm just fast forwarding because I don't want to draw this out too long. So it was 8 years old when it started. Gradually, it happened. It got worse, and now it came to a full head for me. Like I said, my little sister was born, and when she got a little older, my mother was like, "Hey, you could take the attic because it got 2 rooms up there. It was huge. Like any kid would have wanted a room that much space to yourself. What? Like, I wish I had pictures because I would show it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to take out pictures of the inside of the house on Zillow or something. I don't know if it's for sale or anything, but I know it have had a couple of people live in it since we left. I don't even know why don't other people move. That'd be interesting to know. But anyway, so I move into the attic, right? My little sister, she took my old room, and that was that. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was always kind of skeptical. All these things didn't already happen, but I've been keeping it to myself. I wasn't really saying. Actually, I don't think I said nothing at all. After the years that went by, I didn't say nothing at all. But my escape was, I told you I didn't live at the house. I lived at my grandmother's house. I was still going to school. You know what I'm saying? So I just stopped wanting to be at the house a little more. Some weekends I just wouldn't. I'm good. I'll stay down. You feel me? I'll stay here. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. at my mother's house, it was two different lives. So my grandmother's house was the project life, you know what I'm saying? The whole different type of life. My mother at the house, I got my video game, I got everything. I mean, I could bring my video games to my grandma's house too, but we got cable. I ain't gonna lie, my grandma ain't had cable. We had channel 911. She had the knob joint with the antenna on top. You feel me? I mean, with the piece of aluminum foil, because it helped the, I don't know how that worked, but it helped the signal better. It always did, the aluminum foil. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? The box TV, yeah, ain't no flat screen. We ain't had none of that then. But so it like, and what, I had all the food, all the act, and my mother, when I go home, I got my own boxes of cereal. I got everything. It's like I could eat what I want when I want. It was just like, it was really like, if that's heaven, I mean, like that sound like heaven, and I was like, yo, that was my heaven. You feel me? So sometimes I still would come home because, and my mother, like I want to be around my mother. I, ain't gonna lie, I was a mama's boy, so that was already hard by itself, not being around my mother anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to the attic. In the attic. Now, meanwhile, also while all this is going on, y'all, my pets are mysteriously dying. All of my pets, literally, all of my pets are mysteriously dying. From fish to iguanas. Both of my iguanas, both mysteriously died. A python, well, it was mine slash my stepfather. I was a kid, so it technically wasn't mine. My stepfather was the one buying all these joints. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the dogs, everything was my stepfather for real, for real. So which salute to him, you feel me? That's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Word up. So everything started mysteriously dying. Like, it was crazy. Like everything, like I said, the fish, the iguanas, the python starved itself. Like I sat there and watched a python let a mouse in. I remember that my step pops bought this stuff to put on that actually make it smell even better than whatever the scent is of a mouse to a snake. This supposed to make it like way better. Like, yo, this is lean cuisine mice. Like, this ain't just any mice. This is caviar of mice. You know what I'm saying? And it still wouldn't eat them. Like, literally was letting the mouse walk all over. We did not understand that one at all. And it literally did that until it started itself. So we paid, he paid, I remember seeing it was definitely like over $100, might have been in $200 for this python that didn't eat not one meal the whole time we had it. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Then the dogs started dying. The dogs, every dog we had started dying. Patches, she ended up dying too, but she lived with it after we moved. This is after we ended up moving out and stuff, but we still had Patches there for a while, like until the house was sold, because at the time we really had nowhere to put her at. But she ended up dying too. She was the last one. So anyway, in between all this too, the pets are dying mysteriously. I believe one of the last pets to go, we had these two cats. It was a black cat and a white cat. I don't remember them cats' names. I don't remember their names. But anyway, so one of the cats my mother got rid of, and she kept one. The one she kept eventually died in the attic. But we don't know to this day how the cat got. At least I don't know what I haven't asked about it, so maybe they ended up finding out I was a kid and so they ain't break it down like, oh, we found out exactly how the cat got on it. But we just know one day we came in, the house was smelling crazy. Like, yo, why it smell like that? Where the cat at? Yo, we think that's the cat, basically. So had to follow the smell. Then my step pops eventually found the cat, had to lift the floorboards up in the attic. The cat some kind of way got under the floor, but in the attic, like under the floor, and got stuck on a nail and basically sat there. And I don't know if the nail is what took the cat out, or if it just was stuck there for so long and it started. I don't know what made it. What was the final thing, or if it suffocated? It might have been squeezed while stuck. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just know that's what my stepfather told me. I ain't look at the cat when he took him out. I ain't want to see the cat. You feel me? But that happened. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, yo, what? So then now, fast forward, one night I'm in the attic, laying down, and when after I dozed off, I always had my TV on. You know what I'm saying? And late night, I'll turn Cartoon Network on. During the day, I watch all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Science Channel, National Geographic. I was into all that. History Channel and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had cable over my mother's house too, so I had access to everything on TV. We had satellite, all that. You know what I mean? But Cartoon Network was something I was leave on at nighttime because it'd be cartoons 24/7. You know what I'm saying? No paid program after a certain time of the night, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I had a habit of going to sleep with Cartoon Network on. You know what I'm saying? And I fell asleep, but I was awakened by I called it the salt and pepper channel. But it's this one channel they used to have back in the day on the old TV. When you turn it, like shh, it don't be no channel, it just be like this white and black specks, like shh, and it just be like, yo, what the hell? So that was on my TV. Like I'm like, oh wait, like oh, what's that? Like what? So I remember, I'm kind of foggy because I was just asleep. You know what I mean? But that sound startled me because that's a loud, annoying sound. You know what I'm saying? So it woke me up, and before I could even like gather my thoughts, I noticed that my pillow that I had my head on for asleep wasn't at the head of the bed no more. It was at the foot of the bed. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, just talking about this, uh, the feeling always feel real. Like I could, I could dead ass feel my heart kind of like, cause like every time I talk about it, I gotta relive that, bro. Like I can never get that. That's why when people say they don't believe in the ghosts and all that, listen, to each his own. I believe in different because I've seen multiple things. That's why I'm be dropping multiple stories about this, about different things I've seen. So I noticed that the pillow is at the foot of the bed. So when I look, yeah, yo, the pillow flies off of bro. Look, so I had this little, what they call them little dresses. Damn, what they call like a nightstand, but it's not a nightstand. It's a damn, that's crazy. But the little dress, how people having little dresses by their bed, like a little miniature little dress, like it had like two drawers, one of those. You know what I'm saying? But I had one not at the very foot of my bed, but against the wall that's at the foot of the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that wall right there, it was one of them little dresses that sat right there. And the pillow, which was down at the foot of the bed, when I looked at it, 'cause I was about to grab it. Cause mine, I'm still fuzzy. I'm still trying to like get it together. Like it's just too much stuff happening. I get woken up by the static. I ain't go to sleep with that channel on. Why would I go to sleep with that channel on? You know what I'm saying? I got woke up by that immediately when I went to go reach, I just noticed like, oh, where my pillow at? Cause like I reached and like did like a lean, cause I'm thinking the pillow behind me, like oh, where the pillow at? So like I stopped and then look and I see the pillow at the foot of the bed. And soon I go to reach for it, it just fly off and smack that dress. Like it hit it like hard. Like somebody took like how a pillow fight sound. It's like somebody took it and like flung that motherfucker like off the foot of the bed up against that. Man, listen, when I say I jumped out of that bed, I probably levitated a little bit. I jumped out that bed so fast and hard and so the attic, right? It has so many steps, bro. It's so many steps to get down. It would feel like you're walking down the steps forever, especially for me as a child. maybe now if I seen it, I might not feel exactly that way, but I'm thinking from memory. My memory, I'm a kid, so what I'm seeing, it ain't scaling probably the way it's scaling now. But anyway, for a fact, it was hella steps though. That I'm not over exaggerating. I just don't know how fast I probably could have moved down there now compared to how I was able to move then. I wasn't able to just skip steps and all of that. And the way them steps went, right? They go down and it's immediate. It's like immediate hard left, right out because the door, like, so you run down too fast and you'll go right into the wall. Additionally, that even a word? Whoa, did I just make up something? I might not. I don't know. But it was stucco walls. So these not smooth walls. In that house, the walls with this stucco paint, so it scratches. You know what I'm saying? Like if nobody ever seen stucco, look up stucco. It's like a booby trap on your wall. Like it's crazy, like a cheese grater on your wall. Man, I'll get up out that bed. Oh, I'm running. First of all, it feels like I'm not going fast. It's dark. My lights is all. Only thing that's making light right now is that TV. You know what I'm saying? I run, boom. While I'm running down the steps, cause I'm booking. I'm talking about the fear in the door. I mean, when you go down the steps in that hard left, it's a door there. So the door was open. All I'm thinking to myself is, I hope that door don't close by itself. Cause I done seen horror movies and stuff. You know what I mean? I was a big horror movie fan. You know what I mean? To the point where I used to have bad dreams sometimes, but I still be having some crazy dreams. But my wife like, yo, I be having some wild dreams. But anyway, I'm running down the steps, looking at the door. I know I'm moving fast, but I'm telling y'all, I don't feel like I'm moving fast enough, and I'm scared to turn around and look behind me. I did not turn around and look behind me. I'm run downstairs, looking at the door, hoping it don't close, and I slip. When I slip, I go to grab for the rail, because it's only a rail on one side, but I'm naturally doing this. Man, I slid on my heels, bouncing down the stairs, gliding, and while I'm having my wrist on the rail, my elbow is hitting the wall, scratching the dog shit out my shit. But while I'm talking about the adrenaline is pumping, man, I was so scared, y'all. I was so scared. So I run downstairs, boom, slip, kind of glide up, make it in. The door didn't close on me. The door did not close. The door, yo, in a horror movie, y'all know that door would have closed on me. So I would have, boom, would have slammed shut, got pitch black dark. I would have came out probably looking, horror movie be crazy. So I make it out, I run straight to my mother room. Bang on the door because they had the door closed. What's going on? I tell, frightened to death. From that day on, I immediately moved out of the attic. Me and my sister shared my room. Shared my room, yes. Yes, we did. I never moved back up there. And I probably stepped foot up there like one time after that happened. And until the day we moved. And I ain't never, but till this day, I have a phobia of attics because of that. That house gave me that happened. It started when I was 8 years old. When by the time I went to the attic, I probably was like 10. Yeah, probably like 10. Because my sister would have been 2 years old by that time, and that about the time it's time for her to go into her room. You know what I'm saying? Basically get the own. So I was probably like 10 by the time this happened. I'm in mine. Oh, I ain't gonna get y'all my age. I probably said my age before, but I ain't gonna get y'all my age. I'm gonna let y'all guess. But just know, you feel me? I'm way older, as y'all can see. I'm far from a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I do not. I have an attic inside my house. Never been up there. I don't care. Nobody say. See, the thing with me is this, right? Going against another human, I don't see where there's room for fear at. You a human just like me. Ain't nobody immortal walking around here that I know of. And I don't know. Things getting different these days. Might be somebody, but I ain't met them yet. I'm gonna put hands and feet on you. We're gonna battle it out at the best man win. But I can't do nothing with no something from a different realm. You know what I'm saying? Like what that's a loose situation. I can't pop off on so you could just sit here and scare me and I can't do nothing. Cause you a regular human scaring me or get something bad happen to you. I'm the type of person you don't want to scare me, G. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me feel like I gotta defend myself. But if I can't defend myself, what am I supposed to do with that? I'm supposed to sit there and keep on taking it. So I feel totally different when it comes. They got it. They win. I be talking to spirits and stuff right now. That probably just sounds crazy to y'all, but I do. You feel me? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I done graduate. Like I said, I done graduate experience, like seeing and all that. I done made it to that point. I'm like the sixth sense. I'm gonna keep it real, and it runs on my father's side of the family heavy. My mother's side, not really so much. You know, I ain't really. My father's side, I heard my grandmother, like great grandmothers telling stories like it run deep. My father telling my uncles like this is stuff I used to hear growing up before I even started witnessing. So it was bound, I guess, to happen. I don't know how this thing worked. I just know you can't tell me something like that happening to me was just like, oh, that wasn't no spirit. That was just some like what can you tell me it was? I would love to know that. What can you tell me it was? You can't. That's vivid. That's a vivid picture. I would never forget that. And all the other things that I'm gonna eventually tell on this joint. So comment. If you experience something like this, share your situation, hit up the comments, you feel me? Because listen, man, I know for sure I ain't the only one that experienced these type of situations. I know that for a fact. But yeah, and to that house in Ivy Hill, yo, yo, I don't think I said the street, and if I did, I'm not even going to say the street. I hate that house to this day. I don't even want to drive. I've driven down that street since then, since we moved out, like once. And that's because I had to meet somebody that haven't lived on that street. That was crazy. Just on the other side of that street and a little farther up, I could see that house from their house. Like I wanted to go out that block so bad, I couldn't wait and it's a one-way street, so you have to keep going. Like that's the other thing. It's a one-way. But yeah, I always say if I get, not if, when I do get rich, I'm gonna buy that house and demolish it. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Like I'm going to demolish that house, and nobody be allowed to do none on that little. I'm gonna own that empty lot forever, like forever, for real. I'm not with that, but yeah, you already know who it is. You already know what it is. It's 18 Wavy. I know this was a long one, but this was a story, so it wasn't meant to be too short. Because if you clicked on it, you obviously want to hear a story. I would think so. Like I said, 18 Wavy. This Wavy's world. Salute to the surfers. Like, comment, and subscribe. My channel ain't regular. I got a lot of variety going on. It's kind of chaotic. I'm trying to figure it out. That's it. Holla at me.